So I'm sure you're wondering, what am I doing here in this very cold, foggy, sad winter day? Well, before I start speaking about Masterpack as a company, I think it's worth spending a couple words about its founder, that is actually my father, Claudio Binda. He was born, literally, and raised here, in his house, behind me, in a country village, in a very small country village, from a humble family. And, you know, it's interesting to know that one of his best memories he has from his childhood was sitting in the living room with his father, his grandfather, his mother, and in front of the chimney, crafting nets, fishing nets together. And I think this is awesome. And, you know, they were all hard workers, working in the country. And while my father was studying, he was working at the same time to pay for, his studies. When he finished studying, he then started 3 jobs in a week. He was like working in the weekend as a waiter, working in a production in a company during the week. Then when he was in his early 20s, he started working in a plastic extrusion company. And quite immediately, when he was like 23 or 24, he became plant manager immediately, and he was already developing new materials. He was going to his customer, presenting these materials. They were all very happy about his job. And I think it was at that point that he was thinking to himself, hey, maybe I'm good at doing this, so I should probably start my own business. So after a while, he started a couple companies with some other people, until in 1988, he created Masterpack. That, for the records, that's the same year I was born. So I guess it was an exciting year for my father, hopefully. Masterpack started as a packaging trading company initially. And in 1992, my father started another business that was called Print 2000, that later would become Masterprint, where he was actually printing packaging. So basically, at the same time, he had Masterpack, that was the trading company, and this Masterprint, that was the producing company. You may wonder what was the point of that. I have no clue at all. In 1997, he sold Masterprint, and with the money he earned, he built this Monvalle plant here, and finally Masterpack became a producing plant. You got there finally, Dad. Producing commodity packaging is fine, but the idea of my father was to propose something different to the market, to the customers, something more innovative, some added values to propose. So what he did is he flew to Chicago in 1998 to Pack Expo. So it is one of the largest, I guess, packaging exhibitions in the world, because he wanted to find something new, some new ideas. So there he fell in love with one in particular, and it was that one, so pre-zipped materials. So he came back and bought one zipping machine. There is a machine that applies zipper onto the rolls, so where customers, consumers could easily access the product and reseal. Later, he then developed the labels, but the story behind that is quite interesting, because it was not really my father who developed labels. The idea came from my grandmother, because one day he was at my grandmother's house. She was trying to open a bag and she was struggling. So she said, hey, you're into packaging, so why don't you develop something to easily open this packaging? So my father got it as a challenge, and later he developed this peel and reseal label. So it's a label pre-applied on the roll that you can easily peel it and reseal it. So I guess that's interesting. Later, my brother joined the team. My brother has always been, an artist, an imaginary guy. So he started developing a lot of new products. He brought, microwavable valves, ovenable foils, laser score materials, paper laminates, windows on paper, windows on metallized foils. So a lot of ideas that after time, all these ideas, all these concepts made also Masterpack well known in the market. Masterpack started to be quite a well-known company because it was not only producing standard packaging, but we also had a huge product portfolio to propose to our customers. Today, we have a new plant that we opened in 2014. The plant is based in Veruno, is about 40 minutes from here, south from here. And we organize it this way. All the printing machines are moved there from Monvalle. So now Veruno, that is now our new headquarters, we can say, of Masterpack. Veruno is all about producing commodities, while we kept this plant in Monvalle for all the innovation. And since, the market is growing a lot for these kind of products. So we decided that best would have been to leave Masterpack here in Monvalle as it is with all the special machines. It's a sort of innovation hub, we call it, a kind of spatial operations in packaging. And that sounds good, I think. And again, business is growing a lot, so we need to expand it. We need also to expand the building now because we're running short of space here. So 2022 is going to be, an important year for us as we will be building a new plant. And the new plant will be right here.